Jimmy Kimmel's late-night program has been pulled from the air indefinitely following his remarks about the tragic death of Charlie Kirk. The conservative commentator was fatally shot while speaking at an event in Utah on September 10th. Since 2003, Jimmy Kimmel Live has been a late-night fixture, known for mixing humor with candid commentary on politics and current events. But now, that tradition has been interrupted. A spokesperson for Nexstar Media Group confirmed the suspension, explaining that Jimmy's recent comments were seen as offensive and out of touch with the values of the communities their stations serve. Andrew Alford, president of Nexstar's broadcasting division, stated that it was not in the public interest to continue airing the show under the current circumstances. He emphasized that the move was meant to allow time for respectful dialogue to return, rather than fueling further division. The controversy erupted after Jimmy addressed the alleged killer of Charlie Kirk, a case that has already been heavily politicized. Vice President J.D. Vance suggested the suspect had been influenced by far-left ideologies, sparking more debate. On his show, Jimmy countered that it was actually political operatives on the right who were trying to spin the tragedy for their own gain. He criticized former President Donald Trump's response to the death, noting that Trump diverted to unrelated topics when asked to comment. With biting humor, Jimmy remarked that such behavior was more fitting of a child mourning a pet than a leader grieving a friend. Despite his sharp on-air remarks, Jimmy also expressed sorrow after the tragedy. In an Instagram post, he urged people to set aside finger-pointing and simply acknowledge the horror of gun violence. He offered condolences to the Kirk family and to all victims of senseless shootings. But his follow-up comments during the show struck a different tone, drawing condemnation from FCC Commissioner Brendan Carr, who labeled the remarks deeply troubling and hinted at potential regulatory review. This sudden suspension follows another shakeup in late-night television. Stephen Colbert recently revealed that his own program would end, though CBS and Paramount Global insisted the decision was purely financial. Interestingly, that announcement came just as Paramount faced scrutiny for its $16 million White House settlement and finalized a merger with Skydance Media under strict federal conditions. Some critics argue that the government now has unprecedented influence over newsroom decision-making. With two of late night's biggest names now sidelined, the future of political comedy on television looks uncertain. Whether Jimmy Kimmel will return and what the landscape of late-night shows will look like remains to be seen. Stay with us here on InsightPulse for continuing coverage of this developing story. And if you want to keep up with the latest breaking updates, insightful analysis, and exclusive reports, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.